I'll do a short little intro, and away we go. I just like to say I have got. Uh,
Oh, you have a nice T-shirt.
yeah,
Look, we have a new one.
you have.
This one will be the new one.
Oh, I've got to get one of those next time you come over.
Yeah, we'll be here soon.
Brilliant. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hi, I'm Dave. This is the Cyderbaby pod, and today I'm speaking to the Inspector Cluzo. Hello.
Hey, hi.
Um, just someone of you today.
Yeah, unfortunately, because Laurent, my mate, is like working outside, taking care of the animals before we have a rugby match to watch tonight. Our local team is playing. So
Right.
we gotta make sure everything is ready so that we can go to the match.
Farming never stops.
No, indeed, never.
I was a dairy farmer for too many years before I started doing music media, so I know exactly what it's like.
All right. Well,
Okay.
what are you doing?
I was a dairy farmer in Devon, so
All right,
yeah, I
nice.
used to have milk cows. I was born and raised on a dairy farm, so yeah. You have a new album out or
Yeah,
coming out?
well, actually, yeah, it's gonna be out next January 27th.
Yeah. Well, tell me the title, sir.
Yeah, it's called Horizon
Mm-hmm.
because we see the horizon from here, all the time. So obviously we called the album like that.
Yeah. Uh, it's very much got a agricultural feel to the farm as well, but you're still very much blues based. So, just tell me, why did you get into music like you did? And I suppose,
Well, with Lauren, we are musicians since we are 7, 8 years
yeah,
old. So we've been playing music, all our life, and so we went to a point when we tried to live out of our music, which was not obvious, and it was hard. And traveling abroad, in the world, we saw how bad was the world, and we had to do something. And our acting was okay. We have to rebuild a farm, the farm that of what our grandparents were doing. So we just did how they were doing. We've been taught by them, and the idea was to be self-sufficient so that we could be sustainable for the planet and still playing music aside of farming.
yep, yep. I mean, it's going through the tracks here on the album. I've got a list here.
Yeah.
Act local, think global. Just give me an outline about that.
Yeah, well, for us, it's just obvious. If you act local, then it's good for the global.
Yep.
That's why we grow our own vegetables outside and also raise some animals to be self-sufficient. And music wise, all the richness we create is locally made so that we can go and then exchange, share things with different cultures abroad. But that's the only global thing we do.
Right. Okay. I've got so many questions. I don't know where to start really, because I've
Go ahead.
I don't want to keep you too long. But as a farmer myself, I found, I was of an age when I grew up in the 70s that we had 100 dairy cows, we had a few beef cows, and you had a few things each. We didn't put all our eggs in one basket, as it were. We
Exactly.
and my father always said it's always best to have a number of ventures on a farm, because when one is down, the other one is up, and it balances out, and you keep going. But now, I mean, I know you've mentioned industrial farming in a couple of your songs,
Yeah.
where it's just like 1,000 cows and nothing else, or it's a big battery farm for eggs and stuff like that. I mean, I can't see how that's sustainable. So what you're doing now is just, you know.
Yeah, we try to live, and same, we are not against factory farms and stuff like that, but we can see now it doesn't work
No.
because it gives you diseases, spread everywhere, and that's exactly what we are facing here with the bird flu.
Yeah.
And we have a factory farm like 300 meters away from here, and we are still wondering if one day, because we are under the wind direction also, and
Mm.
so we are trying to protect our geese, from this factory farm and all the viruses it could bring. So even though we are very, careful about, where we go, we try not to cross the street and whatever. And so to us, it's not the solution for the future. The
No.
future is, as you said, you don't put all your eggs in the same basket. So we raise geese, but we also raise sheep. We
Hmm.
also have chickens. We grow our own vegetables. We grow our own corn to feed the animals. We have our wheat so that we can feed ourselves with the flour and also to feed the animals. So, and it's a agroecologic system
Yeah.
where all animals are included in what we are growing,
Mm.
and all combined makes, I don't know how to say, a kind of global richness,
Yeah. Yeah.
and interacts in between each other, and that's very good. I mean, and also we are creating in that way social richness that you don't count into money,
Mm.
and as well as environmental richness, because that's a sustainable system,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we can see and we can experience that. And so we try to show that with numbers that it works, and we still can play some music aside, hopefully,
Yeah.
because we are helped by some other people who come to the farm. For example, we're going to go one tour from beginning of March until end of April.
Yeah.
That's 2 months.
Yeah.
So obviously and hopefully we have two neighbors who's going to come and take care of the farm, as well as Lawrence, Natalie's, here.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I get frustrated as well. You got a song there which actually sums it up. Armchair activists.
Yeah.
I get very frustrated with people who sit there and tell me as a farmer that I shouldn't do this and I shouldn't do that, but they can't grow their own food.
Yeah, I know. It's more a song that could say, okay, don't be a moralist, don't tell, because as a farmers we face also the greenwashing, from
Yeah.
one side we have the people who think they are very eco-friendly and stuff like that, but they are like saying, oh, what you're doing, you eat meat or whatever, that's not good, that's bad. And on the other hand, you have the agro industry saying, "Oh, what you're doing, it's small, it's shit. You won't
Mm.
feed people with your techniques." So
Yeah.
we're in between. So the armchair activists say, "Okay, stop staying on your chair. Do something. That'll be
Yeah.
better."
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I assume that's the thinking behind billion solutions. Everybody on this planet's got a responsibility, I suppose. There's another
Yeah, and
song.
that's why we wrote the song 9 billion solutions. It talks
Yeah.
about that. It's a everybody can do something. So let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah. It only takes a little bit for each person just to, just take a little bit of time for themselves. Maybe grow a couple of vegetables or maybe do something else.
Yeah.
Just that
Go
little
and
bit.
help a farmer
Yeah.
just for an hour. It's better than nothing.
Yeah. We had that during COVID, uh, because all the Eastern European people who used to come over and do the work that nobody in the UK would do, basically, like
Yeah.
uh, doing all the hard manual work. Because of COVID, they couldn't come over. And I remember watching the news. and there were a lot of these university students going, yes, yes, we're going to go out and help the farmers. But then when the time came to it, and they were there for about half an hour, they all say, bye.
Oh, it's too hard.
Too hard. No, I'm going home now.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
but every little bit helps, though, doesn't it?
yeah, exactly,
It's
exactly.
it's more of a community. I think that's something that's lost with the industrial farming or factory farming. The sense of community is lost.
True, true. That's exactly what when I talk about social richness,
Mm,
that's this community that you create around what you're doing. So people come, they help, so they feel good because they helped you doing something, and it's virtuous. I mean, that's a good move.
yeah, yeah. Okay, let's get back to the music. I mean, it's not all about farming.
No,
I mean, there's shenanigans and there's
yeah.
the outsider and rockophobia as well. Tell me about rockophobia.
So rockophobia, it's it says basically rock is dead because
Yeah,
look, even Iggy Pop is a crooner in Paris. You say, what the hell? So we did that, and it was about Iggy's dick. Also, he
yeah,
used to put out his dick, and he was a rock and roll guy. But we found the song like pretty funny, and we say, oh, why not having Iggy's answer to that? So we sent through his management and the song, and he just replied to say, can I reply? Yeah, of course. He just called and say, hey Cluzo, me and my dick say fuck off. So it was all brilliant. Can we add that to the song? You say, yeah, yeah, cool. And you know what? We
yeah,
just, Iggy just put out a record like recently, and
yeah.
he is actually more rock than what it was just doing just before. So we say, oh, maybe we influenced him doing that. So it's cool. Rock is coming back.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I first saw you with Clutch. I mean,
Right.
that was like the epitome of rock, isn't it? Clutch. They're just so huge now. I mean,
Yeah,
you can never say rock is dead when you go to a Clutch concert, can you?
that's very true. That's very true. They are a very, very good, band. We really love their music, and we love the guys because they
Mm,
are very nice, very humble, very good musicians, and we get along with them, and we opened for them like 3 times already.
yeah.
So, and we are very close to them now, and we share, experiences. We can talk music with them. Even Neil Fallon came to the farm to experience a little bit with his family,
Oh
and
wow.
that was a very, very, very cool moment. And so we still, connected, and we talking from time to time. So we'll see them soon for sure.
Say hello from me, please. Um,
For sure.
so what are your plans now? You did mention you've got the album's coming out at the end of January. You've got a tour April, May. So what are your
March,
return plans?
April.
March, April, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
what?
yeah, first we're gonna do like a big 15 dates in France, so
Mhm.
that main cities, and then we'll ready to visit the UK. So we're gonna play, I think, five shows in the UK, and then we go to Ireland also, and then go to Belgium, Netherlands, and we'll end in Budapest on April 15th, and maybe like still on it, we'll go and we'll open for the Eels,
Yeah.
on those shows. It's not announced yet, but it's gonna be announced very soon. And then so we'll be done for Europe at that time, and we'll still be ready for summer festivals. We already have one good one confirmed. We're gonna be on the Red Hot Chili Peppers show in Brittany, in France. Just playing just right after them or just right before. So it'll be fun because
That'd be
they
cool.
saw us before in Switzerland, and Chad Smith and Flea came to our dressing room, say, "Hey, you guys rock! It was good music." So we're pretty, it's pretty exciting to play with
Yeah.
them one more time.
That'd be amazing. After that, I mean, are you going to keep going back to the States? Are you planning on going back to America as well later,
Of
maybe?
course. Yeah, of course. So that was for the first plan. This summer we'll try to go to Japan again. We
Hmm.
played a festival in last November, but we'll come back in July, maybe for the Fuji Rock Festival, and then we open for the States either just before the summer or it'll be September, October, and
Okay.
then we'll plan another run in 24
Hmm.
around April, May, something like that. And yeah, because the music we are playing, like blues, rock, is coming from the States. So
Yeah.
obviously we have to go there. And because when we opened for Clutch over there, we had very, very good feedback and response from the crowd.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do have to do that.
I do love seeing you live. I mean, just seeing you take your drum kit apart and still play. I mean, that's just amazing.
Yeah, well, you know,
Yeah.
drum kits.
Yeah. Ten
Easy.
a penny.
Still, the drum it is still the same drum kit from the beginning.
Really?
Yeah, few people believe that, but that's true.
That's
Only some
amazing.
like cymbal stands broke, but that's it. Pretty much all the same thing.
Cool. Oh well. How many countries have you visited now? I mean, you were planning on 100, wasn't it?
No less than 100, but
No,
we
boy.
are around 60, something like that. That's
Right.
that's that's a lot. That's a
Yeah.
lot. We did like twice or three times the world tour.
Yeah.
In small clubs, though, not only big things.
Yeah.
But we like to do it like very, a backpack
Yeah.
and one guitar and drumsticks, and then play in weird, places like in the very deep Peru, by the forest, crossing a 4,800 meters high mountain and go back, and we love that. Like Madagascar, we played in fancy places like that, and very, very cool for sharing things with local people, and we really love that.
Oh, that's amazing. Um, I will let you go. I've kept you long enough. You've got a rugby match tomorrow. Just one last thing on that. Six Nations. Do you think England are going to beat France this year?
No,
Oh,
no, no. France are super strong now because they are confident they won. So I think they are in a good shape, and
we shall see.
fingers crossed. We'll see. We'll see.
Inspector Cluzo, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.